This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Monday, July 29th, 2024. I'm Marek Mazurek. A group of community volunteers called Main Street LaGrange is claiming success in its first year of trying to revitalize the city's downtown. Last week, the group hosted the last iteration of its inaugural Final Fridays monthly event, which is aimed at attracting businesses to fill vacant storefronts. Main Street LaGrange leader Jenny Landez said the series has been a success.
Our mission and vision for LaGrange County is to have a vibrant and thriving downtown community. Currently, we have some vacant storefront areas, and we're hoping that by having our Final Fridays, bring some positive attention and some interest to our community to fill those vacant storefronts and get some business.
Kicking off in May, Final Fridays has drawn crowds in the hundreds to Detroit and Spring Streets close to the county courthouse, creating a lively atmosphere in a town that's usually quiet on a Friday night. The event features various attractions, food trucks, and musical entertainment. Landez said come next year, the team plans to do a fundraiser to raise money for the beautification of downtown LaGrange. A real estate investment firm founded by a Purdue University alum has now acquired a pair of student housing complexes next to the campus. West Lafayette-based Munzer on Friday announced the acquisition of Grant Street Station and South Street Station for a total of $46 million. Munzer said in a release that those properties total 362 beds and are 99% pre-leased for the upcoming school year. The recent purchase caps more than $250 million in student housing acquisitions for Munzer in the past 12 months. Last year, Munzer acquired Station 21 near the West Lafayette campus, and in 2020, the company bought Village West, which has over 1,100 beds, for $48 million. As Hoosiers gear up to celebrate the Indiana State Fair, state agencies are also gearing up at the chance to market to around 850,000 fairgoers. Reporting from the Capitol Chronicle finds state agencies including the Hoosier Lottery, the Indiana Utility Regulatory Commission, and the Secretary of State's office pour hundreds of thousands of dollars into the state fair each year to sponsor information booths, giveaways, and concert performances. Public records show that from 2021 to 2023, Indiana's 16 state agencies paid the fair almost $2 million in sponsorship funding. Hoosier Lottery has spent the most, paying $661,000 over the past 3 years. That sponsorship, however, sees benefits, with Hoosier Lottery officials saying they sold over $550,000 worth of tickets at the fair last year. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana, your bold future starts here. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, our Engage Indiana events take place in every region of the state. Discover when we'll be in your area at ibj.com/engage.
The city of Hammond has chosen New York-based Alexander Gorlin Architects as the designer for its new downtown train station. The $10 million station is being built as part of the South Shore Line's Westlake Corridor expansion. The price tag for the project covers the station's design, construction of the platform, and the development of a public square to the west of the rail line, the city said in a news release. The Hammond train station project is being funded with $2.8 million from the state's READY grants, and the remainder is being covered from the city's recently approved 1% food and beverage tax. The city expects construction to be complete in August of 2026. James Michaels, a longtime executive at Bosma Enterprises, has been appointed as superintendent at the Indiana School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb made the announcement Monday that Michaels will succeed James Durst, who is retiring on September 30th after 35 years in the position. Michaels has served as chair of the school's board of directors from 2020 to 2023. For the past 22 years, Michaels has worked at Bosma Enterprises, a not-for-profit that provides jobs, education, and services for people who are blind. On Friday, DePaul announced Blake Allen will be stepping down as head coach of the university's baseball team. Allen has led the Tiger baseball team since 2016, and in those 8 seasons, he's won 142 games while losing 139. In a release, DePaul said Allen was leaving to, quote, pursue another opportunity, end quote, but did not say what that was. Current assistant coach John Earhard will serve as interim head coach while the school conducts a national search. Northern Indiana veteran and business leader Bill Hanna is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Mark Mazurik for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.